Okay, the first one is Al Wehrle, is that right, Al?
Correct.
Oh. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Another Al in the room.
That's right.
Good morning, Council. My name is Al Wehrle. You said it correctly. Most people do not. I served 26 years in the United States Army and retired as a full colonel. I did serve to protect the U.S. Constitution, which this council appears to be currently ignoring in part by mixing religious interests with government. It is not your purview to place your religious beliefs on display in this setting. That should remain private, whether at home or in private schools, not public schools. From our own history, and I'm a student of history, and I trust many of you are as well, the Treaty of Tripoli submitted by John Adams, quote, "The government of the United States is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion," end of quotes. John F. Kennedy, none other, said, quotes, "I believe in an America where separation of church and state is absolute." Number 3, Ronald Reagan, Saint Reagan to many Republicans here in Orange County, said, "We establish no religion in this country. We command no worship. We mandate no belief, nor will we ever. Church and state are and must remain separate." That is what Ronald Wilson Reagan said. I urge this council to take down this motto and cease with these invocations. Respectfully, Al Wehrle, Colonel, retired United States Army. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. Our next subject speaker is Sterling Kadarid. Is that right, Sterling? Am I close?
David, close.
Go, thank you. Thank you, Sterling. Thank you for coming.
Good morning, Council. Linda, I played football in your district for 4 years. My parents wanted me to go private school, but I really felt I needed to go to Laguna Hills. One thing that always bothered me, though, was that I was very non-religious, and I was raised very, very Catholic. My dad watched the Pope 4 times a week. And so when I stopped going to the church at 14 years old, never had a conversation about it. Somehow, even though I lived in the household, we were able to keep my non-faith and his faith totally separate and still, make it work. But then I got to high school as a leader of the team captain. They would do the whole get on a knee and pray thing. And even though they never said you had to do it, they looked, no one didn't do it. So even though there was only 2 or 3 people on the team that were on the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, everybody felt that it was compulsory, and it kind of tainted my experience before every single game. It was a very strange thing. So finding that, this country is kind of taking a back step, we just spent a lot of money on the Ken Ham, where they built the Ark, and they want public school kids to go there and things like that. I would really like to see us take a step in the correct direction, which is more secular, and to keep our gods and religions at home, even if their messages are very nice and generally good messages. They still don't belong in the public sector. Thank you.
Thank you, Sterling. Next is Al Holguin. Is that right, Al?
Yes, Holguin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's Holguin. Good morning, Council. My name is Al Holguin. I am a Mission Viejo resident, but I am also an atheist, humanist, and free thinker. On August 15th, the Council received a letter from the Freedom from Religion Foundation addressing a constitutional violation the Council is engaging in. The violation in question is the invocations performed at the beginning of every board meeting. This act is clear violation of church and state. Time and time again across the country, when similar violations of this sort have been brought to the courts, our courts have rightly sided with keeping church and state separate. This very year, in February, just 36 miles away, Chino Valley Unified School District lost their court case in the United States Court regarding their invocations at board meetings, and now they are on the hook for $200,000 in attorney fees. Or should I say, we, the United States taxpayers, are on the hook, all because of their stubborn refusal to honor the document that makes our country so unique, our Constitution. Why must we continue to go through this? Each fought and lost, each case will be lost, is pulling money away from our kids and the hardworking taxpayers. I assume the council's role was to better our schools, not waste time and money on invocations and lawsuits. I am making this public and on record. Do not go down the same path. Do not waste time and waste our money that should be going towards our children's education on the council's instead of on council's personal beliefs. We do not all share the same beliefs, and to assume we do is not fair. It is not what we are about. The motto "In God We Trust" directly behind you also promotes religion and does not belong there, as that too is a constitutional violation. That is not our country's original national motto. America's original motto is "E pluribus unum," which means one of many, one out of many, one. Out of many, one. And that is much more suitable to represent what we are all about. Your job is to represent all students, not just the ones who believe in your God. Invocations at meetings are fine in private schools, but not in public schools. I urge you to take down the motto and immediately stop invocations at school board meetings. If not, the school board will soon be writing some very big checks, like every school board before you that refuse to honor our Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Tom Wills. Tom?
Good morning. My name is Tom Wills. I'm a retired resident of Laguna Niguel. And I'd like to speak on the subject of the invocations. When you come to these meetings, and, there's a cost to it. There's a cost, stipends to you, I believe, and there's the cost of the building. There's all these things that cost money, cost taxpayer money. And then you spend time with this gentleman giving these invocations. That's not what a school board is for. That's not what you're here to do. That's got nothing to do with school and education. I remember a time, I was educated in England, when we spent a half an hour a day at school with prayers and Bible readings and all this kind of thing. That has no place in public schools. I would like to see it stop here in Orange County. My children are all grown up now, but they did go to schools in Orange County, and thankfully they were not subjected to the same kinds of things as I was. I would ask you to consider the beliefs of other people, or the lack of beliefs of other people, and respect that, and take down these things, and not have these invocations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bruce Gleason? Bruce.
Hi, my name is Bruce Gleason. Thanks for allowing us to talk here. And I know that you're probably getting a big earful of the religious talk, and I'm here to suggest a couple things. And first thing, I'm wondering why you're doing this in the first place. And I get it. I get that you're hoping that you're going to be making the best decisions here concerning our community. I get that. I think that everybody here also hopes that you're going to be doing the best thing for our community. And if God knows everything, He knows your personal beliefs. He knows everybody's personal beliefs here. But there's no need to bring it up in a public meeting. God knows it already. And I think that even though some of you might be Christian, might be other faiths, and it's nice that you invite other faiths here, there's been multiple lawsuits that have completely ruled against this type of agenda that you've decided upon. So my suggestion is keep your private beliefs out of this agenda, of this room, and let's get down to business. Let's do some good for the community without including religion. As you know, this can be a real big mess. And it's more likely you're going to be losing and costing the taxpayers money. Isn't it better to take that money and put it into a public good? I just think that's the best thing to do. And I suggest that you put this on the agenda to talk about it. Talk about it. Look at the risks. What's more important? The education of our community, or allowing religious leaders to talk invocations? Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, Larry Taylor.
My name is Larry Taylor. I first came to live in Orange County 2 years ago, hired for a software development job. Orange County attracts a diversity of people, especially for the growing tech industry. Before I moved here, I was already a humanist, agnostic, and atheist in that order. I primarily identify as a humanist. Any meeting open with prayer discriminates against me, makes me uncomfortable in participating with public actions. Others that do not have any religion or have religions that, first of all, do not believe in God, that do believe in God but do not pray. Other religions like Buddhism, where God is irrelevant, are discriminated as well as people who are atheists. I favor complete separation of church and state, and that invocation has no place in a board of education, and I hope that you have no sectarian prayers, and even one that assumes that everybody believes in God does not include other people who do not believe in God or believe in other gods, plural, or do not believe in any gods whatsoever.
Probably not.
No, I seek indulgence of the chair just for 10 seconds. There are many people who've never been here before to one of our meetings, and I appreciate that, first of all. But also, could you just give a pithy sentence on the students that we are responsible for on this board, our 7,000? It's access and what we met Heidi, but if you could just...
The programs that are under the Orange County Board of Education and the county superintendent are foster youth students throughout the county, students that are incarcerated, those that are on probation, either formally or informally. We have severely disabled students that we educate and take care of, and we have adults that are incarcerated in the jails and have been in some type of diversion program. We offer a community program for them. And then we also have, the board has authorized a charter to serve students that are 18 to 25 years old who never received their high school diploma.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.